A fifth case of the deadly new strain of coronavirus has been confirmed in Australia.
It's not just a major health threat, it's also causing serious economic reverberations.
Tonight, U.S. cases of coronavirus more than doubling.
The share prices are down in Asia, in the US, and across Europe.
From Wuhan, as China sends medical reinforcements to the city.
Most of us believe that this is a pretty significant concern.
The number of schools now issuing warnings to students at risk of infection to stay home.
2 new cases in Southern California and 1 in Maricopa County, Arizona.
Hi, and welcome back to my channel. As you might have noticed, I'm trying to up my video quality as a way to thank the people watching my videos. If you're new to the channel, feel free to leave a like, comment what you want to see next, and of course subscribe. My last video on coronavirus did really well by my standards, so I figured I should make a follow-up to that. So here are the stocks I think will withstand a coronavirus outbreak the best. All right, the first of these stocks that I'm going to recommend is any gold stock. Nothing particular. Now, there's a couple here on Robinhood. It is a little bit tougher on Robinhood, but the first is called Gold Resource Corporation. So here they've got a little description here, but basically they run a couple mines, one in Nevada, one down in Mexico. It is based out of Colorado Springs, so it is local here in the U.S. That actually happens to be where I'm from. And basically the big thing here is that gold is not a fiat currency. So for those who are not aware, fiat currency is the US dollar. It's based on paper. There's no actual value. Gold is a commodity currency. And we know historically that when the stock market is performing poorly or when things go south, people tend to buy up gold and prices of gold tend to increase. Now we do see that the earnings are a little bit up and down. They're all over the place. Not a big deal. This one does pay a little bit of a dividend. So again, this is trading for under $5. Past 5 years, it's up 44%. Just like anything else, gold goes up and down. But another example would be GDX, so the Van Eck Vectors Gold Miners ETF. This is actually an ETF, so it's going to weight different gold mines, and this has more to do with global gold prices than one company in particular. This is trading for $28, so still very accessible. Small dividend here. Any gold stock would be a good idea. The second stock I have here for you is called AlphaProtec. It's a medical stock. Basically, this company's goal is to create disposable products for any of these health crises, as we can see here in their description. They are down 26% on the day, but that isn't a big deal because if we go ahead and look at the week, they're still up 23%. Basically, this company is going to explode whenever there's a health crisis, whenever there's disaster going on, and they're going to struggle when things are going well. So certainly inverse of the rest of the stock market. If we look at the past 5 years even, they're up 140%. Clearly, they're going to be very up and down depending on what's going on. No dividend here, but again, this is a short-term crisis stock. Their earnings are also all over the place, but definitely in the case of a health crisis, especially what we're seeing with coronavirus, this could be a great pick. And the third stock I've got here for you is Moderna, another health company. They're the first company that's gotten the go-ahead to make a vaccine for the coronavirus. This could be huge for them. Depending on how long this outbreak lasts and how bad it could get, this could be a terrific company. As you can see, they've already got a 100% rating on Robinhood for buying. On the 3 months, up 30%. If we look at the last year, up 55%. I think this could be a tremendous opportunity. They're not yet paying a dividend, but we could see that start to happen. I think this one is a for sure buy. For number 4, we've got a little bit of a crazy one. Might not believe this one, but Home Depot. Up 1% on the day, but the big reason for Home Depot here is in an economic slowdown, what do people do? They fix their home up, they do things themselves. In any crisis, Home Depot does particularly well. One of the biggest spikes for Home Depot in their company history was actually after Katrina. Right now, we're seeing China building immense infrastructure to deal with coronavirus, and this one could be great. 63% buy rating, decent dividend yield here for Home Depot. If we go ahead and look down at their earnings, they've been tremendous over the past 5 or 6 quarters. And if we look out at the 5-year scope, up 122%, this could be a great one for the long haul. Number 5 might come as a little bit of a surprise, but we've got Microsoft. Why is this? Well, I've talked about their cloud infrastructure in the past. This infrastructure is being used for health more and more. If things do take another dive, we're going to see more automation, companies like Microsoft becoming increasingly important in the market. Might be a little bit overbought right now, 91% buy rating still on Robinhood, and as we can see, their earnings are trending upwards. I think this could be a great opportunity, just like all the others. And last but not least, we've got a really interesting one. I know there's a lot of skeptics out there, but Bitcoin's in a buy cycle right now. Over the last day, we can see up almost 4%. Over the last week, up 7%. And even when we look in the last month, up 28%. Bitcoin's not going to spike, in my opinion, until December of 2021. It's a great time to buy right now. It hasn't been through a global recession. It hasn't been through any of the strife that we see things like gold doing well in. And I think that Bitcoin could be a wonderful stock to have right now. One last note before I go. I'm not going to lie, it's a ton of work to do this many cuts in a video. Just editing it, I think I counted 25 cuts that I had to make. I'm going to link the music down in the description. Like I said before, I would really appreciate it if you'd subscribe. I'm doing my best. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and I'll be back with some more content at the end of the week. Thanks.
Yep, I'm that guy now.